the equation E is equal mc squared, in which energy is put equal to mass multiplied with the square of the velocity of light, showed that very small amount of mass may be converted into a very large amount of energy, and vice versa.
Energy manipulation is real. And no, it's not woo. It's the hidden force running your life right now. Not your goals, not your willpower, not even your conscious decisions. It's energy, programmed into your subconscious before you were 7, silently controlling 95% of your behavior. That's why people read books, set goals, even try to manifest, yet still sabotage themselves. Because information doesn't change energy. Only energy manipulation does. And here's the breakthrough. When you learn how to direct it, you don't just shift your mood. You rewrite your future. Almost 1.5 million people liked the last video on this topic, and they were only scratching the surface. This time we go deeper. In this video, you'll learn step by step exactly how to manipulate energy, how to reprogram your subconscious, how to break old wiring, how to charge new beliefs, and finally pull in the life you've been chasing. So grab a pen, sit forward, and don't blink, because what you're about to learn is the exact code they tried to hide from you. This is the root of the problem. Your body is addicted to your past. And here's where it gets shocking. You're not just thinking the same thoughts every day. You're feeling the same emotions on autopilot chemically. Science shows that every thought triggers a biochemical reaction in your body. When you feel anger, shame, fear, or guilt, your system floods with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. But if that becomes your baseline, your cells adapt. They grow more receptors for stress chemicals and fewer for joy, peace, or love. Translation: your body literally starts craving negativity, not because you want it, but because that's what it's used to. This is what Dr. Joe Dispenza means when he says, your body becomes the unconscious mind. That's why just think positive doesn't work. If your body is addicted to stress, it will drag your thoughts back into the same emotional loop, again and again, until you do one thing: interrupt the broadcast. Here's the wake-up call. You're not really thinking, you're remembering. Most people assume they're living in the present, but they're not. 95% of their day is just recycled thoughts from yesterday. Those thoughts trigger the same emotions, which trigger the same behaviors, which create the same results, which confirm the same beliefs. It's a biochemical Groundhog Day. You're not creating your future. You're replaying your past, and your brain, trying to stay efficient, as it keeps handing you the same signals on repeat, until you consciously say, this ends now. This is the turning point, a practical activation called the subconscious pattern rewrite. And listen, if you've ever wondered why you promise yourself, I'll change my life, but end up back in the same habits, why you walk into a room and instantly feel smaller, even when nobody said anything, why you self-sabotage the second something good starts happening. This is why. It's not willpower. It's the old emotional loop your body is addicted to. And right now, you're going to break it. Here's how. Step 1. Identify the core emotion. Ask yourself, what feeling do I slip into most often without meaning to? Anxiety, self-doubt, resentment, guilt. That default emotion is your addiction. Your body keeps recreating it because it thinks that's who you are. Name it. Face it. This is the first step out. Step 2. Trace it back. When did this begin? Childhood? A breakup? A moment of shame that burned into memory? You don't have to relive the pain. Just shine light on it. Because once you see the origin, it stops being invisible. You can't reprogram what you refuse to look at. Step 3. Flip the frequency. Now ask, what do I want to feel instead? What's the opposite frequency of that loop? From self-doubt to confidence, from lack to worthiness, from anxiety to peace. And don't just think it, feel it. If confidence was already your baseline, How would your chest rise? If worthiness was already your truth, how would people look at you differently? That's the frequency shift. Step 4. Record the new script, broadcast override. Write one short, powerful command. I am no longer run by old programs. I now live in confidence, trust, and freedom. Record it in your own voice or write it down. Play it back or repeat it every night before sleep and every morning when you wake up. That's when your brain is in theta, the frequency where your subconscious is wide open. And here's the key. Repeat it until the old program breaks. At first, it won't feel real. You'll feel resistance. You'll hear doubt in your own head. That's not failure. That's the old signal burning out. Keep going. Because the moment your body starts to believe your new command, everything shifts. You don't just think confidence. You walk into rooms and people feel it. You don't just try to feel worthy. Opportunities start showing up like they were waiting for you. You don't just hope to be free. You wake up lighter because your nervous system isn't carrying yesterday's weight anymore. This isn't a theory. This is rewiring. And if you do this every night for 7 days, you'll start noticing impossible-seeming shifts, easier decisions, different reactions from people, momentum where there used to be resistance. That's how you know the broadcast has changed. Here's the brutal reason most people never change. They try to force a new life while holding on to the same identity. They set goals, write affirmations, binge the right videos, but deep down, they're still running the same old program. The self that doubts, the self that delays, the self that second-guesses and plays small. And here's the truth that stings. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you believe you are. That's why results never match intentions. You say you want success, but at a subconscious level, you still identify as someone trying. And trying is the frequency you broadcast. And the quantum field doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. In quantum physics, identity isn't just psychology. It's a signal. Every thought you think fires neurons. Every firing generates an electromagnetic pulse. That pulse produces a chemical response in your body. That chemistry conditions your nervous system to expect more of the same. And over time, that expectation hardens into a personality. And here's the shocking part. Your personality is nothing but a habit of thought and emotion, wired into your biology, masquerading as you. This is why Dr. Joe Dispenza says, your personality creates your personal reality. It's not philosophy, it's physics. When you keep repeating the same thoughts, the same emotions, the same habits, your body becomes a predictable pattern of energy. And in quantum mechanics, predictable patterns collapse into predictable outcomes. The field simply mirrors the frequency you're broadcasting. So if you want to change your life, you don't just shift behavior, you shift identity. Not tomorrow, not once I feel ready, right now. Because the instant you decide to embody a new identity, your electromagnetic field shifts. And the external world has no choice but to rearrange itself around it. That's what we're about to do, the Identity Embodiment Protocol. Here's how it works. First, define your power identity. Close your eyes and ask, who am I when I'm at 100%? What frequency do I radiate when I walk into a room? How do people respond when I own my worth? Write the answers in vivid detail. Give this version of you a name if it helps. Magnetic me, or level 10 me. Second, move into the identity physically. Stand up, breathe deep, embody it. Adjust your posture, change your expression. Speak a few lines as if you're already them. Because the body is the subconscious. And when the body rehearses the new self, the old identity loses its grip. Third, anchor it with language. Say out loud, this is who I am now. I choose this identity. I radiate this signal. I no longer wait. Repeat it until it stops feeling like a lie and starts feeling like your natural truth. Finally, lock it in with an emotional rehearsal. Play music that amplifies you. Visualize a future moment where this identity already created the life you want. Feel it so strongly your body can't tell if it's memory or future. Because here's another quantum fact. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly rehearsed. To it, emotion equals reality. And what you emotionally practice, the quantum field is forced to mirror. Most people wait for life to give them proof they've changed, but that's backwards. Reality doesn't give proof. Reality gives reflections. You don't wait to feel confident once things improve. You feel confident first. And then the field bends to match your broadcast. You don't beg for success. You embody the version of you who expects it. And the quantum field, whether social, economic, or universal, reorganizes around that frequency. Do this every morning, especially on days you feel low, because that's when your old identity tries hardest to reclaim control. Let it die. Each time you embody the new signal, you weaken the old self and strengthen the new one. Let's drop a truth bomb. You are not a bag of parts. You are a broadcasting field of intelligent energy, and every one of your 50 trillion cells is listening to the signal you send. That's not some poetic metaphor. That's biology and quantum neuroscience. Your body isn't passively reacting to life. It's constantly responding to your thoughts, your emotions, and most importantly, your self-perception. This is the power behind Dr. Bruce Lipton's discovery. Your beliefs, not your genes, determine your biology. He called it the biology of belief, and it shattered everything we thought we knew about DNA. Your genes are not a fixed prison sentence. They're more like a script with blank spaces, and your perception fills them in. Think about it. Maybe when you were little, you were told, "Don't speak up. Nobody cares what you think." That belief didn't just sting in the moment. It became a signal. Your cells wired themselves to expect rejection. So even today, you feel a rush of anxiety just walking into a room. Or maybe you went through heartbreak and your mind said, "I'm not lovable." Your body heard that as a command. It adjusted your hormones, your immune system, even your posture. So now you unconsciously radiate the same frequency that pushes people away. Or maybe every time money got tight growing up, you watched your parents fight. Now, every time you even think about finances, your body floods with cortisol and adrenaline. Your cells learned money equals stress, and they've been obeying that broadcast ever since. This is the hidden reason why thinking positive doesn't work. If you're broadcasting fear, lack, or unworthiness at the cellular level, your biology aligns itself to match. Stress pathways activate, inflammation rises, healing slows down, and you call it bad luck, when really it's your signal. But here's the breakthrough. When you feed your body a new broadcast, not empty words, but emotionally charged, energetically backed commands, everything changes. Cells regenerate faster. Your immune system gets stronger. Old trauma patterns dissolve. You don't just think about healing, you become healed. Here's the kicker. Your body does not know the difference between a real event and an emotionally vivid internal event. That means you can sit in silence, close your eyes, and imagine yourself loved, worthy, abundant. And your cells will respond as if it's happening right now. This is what Dr. Joe Dispenza calls neurochemical conditioning. And once you master it, you stop waiting for life to change before you feel different. You feel different first, and life has no choice but to follow. And here's the secret almost nobody tells you. Your biggest prison isn't your thoughts, your body, or even your environment. It's time. You've been programmed to believe that change takes months, years, decades, that you have to work your way there. But quantum physics says otherwise. In the quantum field, there is no linear time. Past, present, and future exist simultaneously as possibilities, which means the future you're trying to get to already exists right now. somewhere in the field. And here's the shocking part. Your nervous system is the dial that tunes into which version of time you experience. Think about it. When you replay an old trauma, your body reacts as if it's happening now. Heart rate spikes, stress hormones flood, your stomach knots. When you vividly imagine a desired future, your body begins releasing the chemistry of success, love, or peace before it happens. Both are proof that your body doesn't know the difference between time remembered, time imagined, and time lived. To your cells, they're all now. This means your so-called future self isn't something you grow into. It's a signal you collapse into the present. This is why mystics and advanced athletes talk about time slowing down. It's not poetry, it's perception. The stronger your field, the less linear time controls you. Here's where it gets wild. Researchers in neuroscience have found that the brain's prefrontal cortex, your timekeeper, quiets down in deep meditation and flow states. When it does, people stop processing time in a straight line. Minutes feel like hours, hours like minutes. Healing that normally takes weeks shows up in days. Opportunities that should have taken years collapse into weeks. This is the true quantum hack. You don't need more time. You need a stronger signal in the present. Because when you embody the frequency of the future now, the field collapses around it. And here's the divine part. When you stop broadcasting someday, you stop living in waiting. And waiting is the ultimate form of self-sabotage. You've been taught to think in later I'll feel worthy, later I'll be rich, later I'll heal. But later is just code for never, because the signal you broadcast is always now. So the missing skill, the one almost nobody practices, is collapsing time. Pulling the energy of your desired future into your body so fully that reality has no choice but to rearrange itself. That's the secret timelines are hiding. You don't attract your future. You remember it into existence. And here's the brutal truth. Knowing your future already exists in the quantum field doesn't change a thing. Most people stop here. They get excited, they understand the concept, but then their life stays exactly the same. Why? Because awareness without activation is just another trap. And listen carefully. This is the part most teachers never show you. Because if you knew how to do this, you wouldn't need endless courses, affirmations, or chasing motivation. Right now, I'm going to give you the exact protocol to collapse time, to pull the version of you that already exists out there in the quantum field, directly into your nervous system right now. This is where everything flips, where quantum physics stops being an idea and starts becoming your reality. Let's do this right now. Find a quiet space, plant your feet, turn your phone off, and place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Breathe deep, in for 4, out for 6, and say it out loud. I collapse time. I call my future now, don't whisper. Say it like you mean it. Now choose one exact future moment, not a vague wish, but a scene so specific it feels cinematic. Maybe it's signing the contract, opening the message that says, "We want you," or shaking hands at the cafe where everything changes. One sentence, one snapshot. That's the dial we're tuning. Close your eyes and live inside it. Not imagine, live. See the colors, the light, the details around you. Hear the sounds, footsteps, voices, the yes you've been waiting for. Smell the air, coffee, perfume, a brand new suit. Feel it in your body. Your breath steady, your chest rising with pride, your hands trembling with controlled excitement. Let your cells react. This is the future collapsing into now. Now name the chemistry. Give it a code. Calm certainty in your chest. Steady energy in your hands. Open throat. Easy breath. Whisper the phrase, calm certainty now. Say it 3 times until your body listens. Your cells don't respond to wishes. They respond to chemistry. Open your eyes. Move like the version of you who already lived that moment. Walk, breathe, and speak one line out loud as them. This is mine. I belong here. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between rehearsal and reality, so rehearse it until it feels like fact. Now lock it in. Create a trigger. Touch your thumb to your finger, tap your chest, snap your fingers, and while you do, repeat the phrase, "Calm certainty now." That gesture just became a micro switch. Anytime you need it, fire it, and your body will remember. Breathe in, exhale fully, say, "Signal sent." I return to the present. Open your eyes and write down one action you will take today that proves this future is real. One text, one email, one move. The field hates empty words. It responds to proof. Here's how you'll know it's working. Within 72 hours, you'll notice small synchronicities, random doors opening, impossible coincidences. Within a week, your body will start defaulting to this new chemistry in real situations. Less anxiety, faster decisions. That's how you know the broadcast is being received. Here's the truth almost no one tells you. What we call manifestation today isn't new. Ancient civilizations knew how to bend time, energy, and probability long before modern science even had the language for it. The Egyptians practiced something called the Ka invocation. They believed you had two selves, the body you walk in today and the luminous double, the future self that already exists in the timeless realm. During temple initiations, priests would guide initiates to merge with their Ka through posture, breath, and chant, collapsing time so the future version of them would bleed into the present. In Vedic tradition, yogis used tritaka, fixed gazing at a flame or symbol, not just to train concentration, but to dissolve linear time. Staring until the symbol imprinted in the nervous system, they reported entering a state where past and future dissolved, and intention became immediate reality. The Tibetans had the Tummo breath, not just for warmth, but for bending energy across time. Monks described creating heat in the future body, and then pulling it backward into the now. Imagine that, charging a moment in your future and dragging the flame into today. Even the Mayans encoded this in their calendar rituals. They didn't see time as a line, but as a living spiral. To them, tomorrow wasn't later. It was a vibration already pulsing right now, waiting for you to step into it. Here's the shocking part. Modern physics now backs this up. In quantum experiments, particles respond to measurements made in the future, as if time itself can be influenced backward. Ancient people weren't guessing. They were living what science is only just proving. Time is malleable, and consciousness is the lever. So here's the ancient key you were never taught. Collapsing time isn't about waiting for a future self. It's about stepping into the timeless double that already exists. The Egyptians called it your Ka. The Vedas called it your Atman. The Tibetans called it the rainbow body. Today, we call it the quantum field. Different words, same truth. You already exist in the future. You just have to merge with it. This is not meditation. This is an initiation. For thousands of years, Egyptian initiates were taught that every human has two bodies, the one of flesh and blood and the Ka, a luminous double that already exists in timeless reality. The Ka is your future self, already whole, already powerful, already living the life you desire. Here's how to invoke it. Step 1. The posture of the double. Stand with feet planted firmly, shoulder width apart. Place your arms slightly away from your body, palms facing forward. This posture was carved into countless temple walls. It symbolizes the body opening to the Ka. Keep your eyes half closed. Step 2. Breath of two worlds. Inhale slowly through the nose for a count of 7. Hold for a count of 3. Exhale through the mouth for a count of 7. As you inhale, imagine you are breathing in from the future version of you. As you exhale, imagine that version breathing into you. You are sharing lungs with your double. Do this for 7 breaths. Step 3. the golden double visualization. See, in your mind's eye, a glowing figure of yourself standing 2 feet in front of you. This is your car. Notice how they hold themselves. Notice the steadiness in their gaze, the power in their stance, the aura around them. Don't try to create it. Let it rise. Your nervous system knows this double already exists. Step 4, the merge. On the next inhale, imagine pulling that golden car toward you. On the exhale, imagine it stepping inside your body. Feel your chest expand, your spine straighten, your skin buzz. Whisper softly, I am 2, now 1. Repeat 3 times. Step 5, the command. Speak directly to your cells. I receive the signal of my car. I walk as them. I broadcast as them. It is done. The Egyptians believed sound anchored spirit into matter. Don't just think it. Say it out loud. Step 6, the seal. Place your right hand over your heart and your left hand over your solar plexus. Bow your head slightly. Breathe once more and imagine golden light sealing into your body. Whisper, the future walks with me now. At first you may feel tingling in your skin, a sudden rush of warmth or even tears. That's your nervous system accepting the merge. Over time you'll notice something eerie, people treating you differently, opportunities arriving too early, reality bending to match your double. That's the car signal broadcasting. And if you think this was just mystical poetry, listen to this. Dr. Stuart Hameroff and physicist Sir Roger Penrose uncovered something that turns neuroscience upside down. Your consciousness doesn't just live in your brain. It bleeds into the quantum field itself, which means when you merged with your car just now, you weren't pretending. You were literally tuning your nervous system into the operating system of reality. Here's the mindbender. Inside your brain are tiny structures called microtubules. Most scientists thought they were just scaffolding, but Hameroff and Penrose argue they might actually be quantum processors. Not just chemical relays, not just wiring. Real-time quantum engines, which means they can hold multiple realities at once. Superposition. Link instantly across space. Entanglement. Shift based on your focus and emotion. Your attention writes the code. Think about that. Every thought you have isn't just firing neurons. It could be collapsing quantum states, which means consciousness might not be in your brain at all. It might be the field your brain is plugged into. So when you focus a healing signal, whether that's love, strength, confidence, or trust, onto a part of your body, you're not being woo. You're literally sending quantum-coded instruction to that region. And this brings us to your activation. Here's a practical activation. It's called the cellular command technique. Do this daily, especially when feeling off, sick, stuck, or disconnected. Step 1. Choose the target zone. Pick one part of your body that needs healing, power, or restoration. Examples: heart, throat, stomach, immune system, brain, lower back. Place your hand there. Step 2. Breathe and connect. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. On the exhale, send your awareness to that body part. Feel it. Not just the skin, the inside. Step 3. Speak your command. Say out loud and with full emotion, I am sending you energy now. You are safe, you are strong, you are loved, you are free. Repeat it 3 to 5 times. Change the wording if needed, but keep the vibration of care and power. Step 4. Visualize the shift. Imagine that part of your body lighting up. See the cells vibrating with light, energy, strength. Feel it being flooded with love, peace, or vitality, whatever it needs. Hold this emotional visual signal for 2 full minutes. You are not just healing physically, you are reprogramming the memory stored in that body part. Every cell carries an emotional memory, and when you speak new information into it, backed by elevated emotion, you change how it behaves. Over time, this rewrites your body's default state. You'll notice less chronic pain or fatigue, faster recovery, emotional release from trapped areas, a feeling of wholeness returning. If you do this process while others are doing the same, even across distance, the effects multiply. Why? Because of what Dr. Rupert Sheldrake calls morphic resonance, the theory that people, and even cells, can communicate through energetic blueprints beyond space-time. So if you're watching this and others are doing the same, your results amplify. You are tapping into a shared energy field. And energy fields synchronize. Remember, you've been unconsciously programming your body with stress, fear, and limitation for years. Rewiring doesn't take forever, but it takes repetition. Do this exercise every morning, or right before bed, for the next 7 days. Journal how you feel afterward. Notice what shifts in your energy, your confidence, and your health. This isn't healing from the outside. This is reprogramming from within. When was the last time you consciously used your heart to shape reality? Not your words, not your hustle, not your thoughts, but your heart, the most powerful electromagnetic generator in your body. Science has now confirmed something ancient mystics, monks, and energy masters have always known. Your heart emits an electromagnetic field that is 5,000 times stronger than your brain. Let that sink in. The energy coming off your chest is not symbolic. It's measurable, in feet, in meters, even in rooms full of people. According to research from the Heart Math Institute, this field can sync up with other people's heart waves, influence biological processes in others, restructure chaotic energy into coherent waves, even change water molecules and crystalline patterns in physical matter. So here's the shocking truth most people ignore. If you're not activating your heart field daily, you are leaving 95% of your manifesting power on the table. Inside your heart are over 40,000 neurons, literally a brain-like network of intelligence called the intrinsic cardiac nervous system. This means your heart can think, learn, remember, and feel. It sends more signals to the brain than the brain sends to it. It operates independently from your rational mind. And most importantly, it stores your core energetic signature. When your heart and brain are out of sync, your energy field becomes fragmented. You feel disconnected. You second-guess yourself. Your decisions feel off. Your intuition weakens, and your body becomes vulnerable to stress and fatigue. But when your heart and brain are aligned, a state called coherence, you unlock sharper intuition, magnetic energy, rapid healing, unshakable emotional clarity, and a field of attraction that bends reality. This is not positive thinking. This is a biomagnetic influence, and you can turn it on like a switch. This practice will activate your heart's electromagnetic frequency and synchronize it with your intention, creating a coherent broadcast that the world feels. Step 1, create the state. Sit still. Hand on heart, eyes closed. Breathe deeply for 60 seconds. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Now bring to mind one emotion. Gratitude, love, appreciation, joy. It doesn't have to be huge. Even remembering a pet, a sunset, a moment of peace will do. Feel it in your chest. Not your mind, your chest. Let the feeling expand outward like a ripple. This is your energetic signature. Step 2, charge the signal. Once you feel the emotion, silently repeat an intention. I am broadcasting energy that reshapes my reality. I attract people and opportunities that match this signal. My energy field is coherent, powerful, and magnetic. Visualize your body glowing. Not just around your heart, but all around your body. like a sphere of magnetism expanding in all directions. Hold that visualization for 2 to 3 minutes. Step 3. Anchor the identity. Before you open your eyes, speak this out loud. I am aligned. I am magnetic. I am in control of my energy. Now walk into your day as if this broadcast is real, because it is. When you activate heart coherence, people around you feel it, even if they don't know what it is. You'll notice strangers being kind to you for no reason. People wanting to help you, support you, talk to you. More opportunities flowing out of nowhere. Less resistance in conversations, negotiations, or meetings. A strange feeling of rightness or flow all day. Why? Because your coherent heart field entrains the chaotic fields around you. It's like tuning forks. The strongest vibration always wins. You're not hoping anymore. You're radiating. And people and reality itself can't help but respond. After doing this practice for several days in a row, you'll begin to leave what we call energetic echoes behind you. Invisible impressions that linger in spaces long after you've gone. This explains why people say your vibe is just different lately. They remember you even after one brief meeting. You walk into places and feel things shifting instantly. You are imprinting energy into rooms, into interactions, into time. This is how true energetic leaders influence without effort, not with words, with fields. Before your phone, before emails, before talking to anyone, activate your field. Because in the quantum world, your state determines your signal, and your signal shapes your reality. Stop reacting. Start broadcasting. This is energy control at the source. There's something you've always suspected, and now we can prove it. You can walk into a room and change everything without saying a single word. People can feel you, not in some vague New Age way, but in measurable biological terms. Let me break this down. Your body is a field. That field carries an electromagnetic signal. That signal broadcasts your emotional state, intention, and dominance before you open your mouth. This explains why some people radiate power while doing nothing. Others shrink even when they speak confidently. Whole rooms shift when certain people enter or leave. The difference isn't charisma, it's energy control. And in this section, you're going to learn how to project yours, intentionally, so people feel it, respond to it, and are influenced by it. Here's a reality shift, and people will treat you how your energy commands. People don't respond to who you think you are. They respond to what your energy projects. And if you unconsciously radiate neediness, self-doubt, guilt, fear, I'm trying energy, then your reality, people, opportunities, reactions will reflect that signal. But when you radiate calm certainty, grounded confidence, magnetic openness, inner alignment, everything changes. You don't need to explain yourself. People just feel it. Your energy introduces you before you speak. And today you're going to install that dominant, grounded presence at the level of your frequency. This is your 5-minute daily energy priming routine. Do it before social events, meetings, dates, content creation, anywhere you want influence. Step 1. Stand like a field generator. Stand upright. Roll your shoulders back. Feet planted. Close your eyes. Visualize a beam of energy coming up from the earth, into your spine and out through your chest. Breathe in through the nose for 4 seconds. Exhale through the mouth for 6. Feel your body expanding with charge. Step 2. Call in the version of you that radiates power. Think of a moment where you were magnetic, or imagine the future version of you who owns every room. What do they wear? How do they move? How do others respond to them? Step into that version. Become them. Step 3. Lock in the identity. With command phrases, say these aloud, slowly with force. I am the energy. I am the signal. I walk with power. I don't chase. I attract. I don't prove. I project. My field is unshakable. My energy is undeniable. Speak until it lands in your nervous system. This locks the signal. Step 4. Expand your field. Visualize your energy field expanding 10 feet in all directions, like a magnetic sphere. Everywhere you walk, imagine the field touching people, syncing them to your rhythm. This isn't delusion. It's biology. Their nervous systems are wired to respond to the strongest energy in the room. You are now that signal. When you speak, pause more. When you speak, pause more. When you move, move slower. When you listen, don't react instantly. These micro-pauses do two things. Show that you own the frame, you're not rushing to please. Give your energy time to permeate the space. People will lean in, they'll mirror you, and most importantly, they'll remember you. Why? Because most people move from reaction. You'll be moving from frequency. Use this energy projection in the grocery store, at the gym, in coffee shops, when ordering food, while sending voice notes. Watch how people shift. Watch how opportunities surface from nowhere. You are training the world to respond to your field, not your words. And once you install this habit, you'll never go back. You're not here to take energy from others, you're here to generate it. And that makes you rare. So when people don't know why they're drawn to you, let them wonder. That mystery is part of the magnetism. Let's talk about a reality almost no one wants to admit. Most people are being energetically manipulated every single day, not through magic, not through mind control, but through the silent exchange of energy happening beneath every interaction. Because here's the truth. If you don't know how to protect your energy, you are leaking it all day long. Ever leave a conversation feeling tired? Scroll social media and feel more anxious than before? Walk into a room and immediately feel off, even though nothing happened? That's not in your head. That's not hypersensitivity. That's your field reacting to external signals. And unless you install an energetic boundary, you will be influenced by low-frequency people, subconscious guilt loops, emotional vampires, negative digital content, even collective fear states. But there's good news. You can train your energy field to repel manipulation and stay locked in your personal power, no matter what's happening around you. This is what we're building in this section. From a biological standpoint, your energy isn't woo. It's neural chemistry. Every time you overthink what someone thinks about you, rehash an argument in your head, feel guilt or resentment, but don't express it, scroll endlessly while feeling emotionally hooked, you're triggering stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline, norepinephrine. These aren't just mental. They send your nervous system into fight, flight, or freeze, and your energy field contracts. You lose clarity. You second-guess yourself. You say yes to things you don't want. You absorb other people's moods and stories. All of this equals energetic leakage. Energy that could be used to manifest, create, heal, or attract gets scattered into the noise. And if you don't fix it, it becomes your baseline. But you can shift that. Starting now. Here's a practical activation, the energy shield technique. This is your daily ritual to seal your field and prevent energetic manipulation. Use it before meetings, before content creation, after arguments, when you're around heavy energy, before going into digital spaces, yes, even social media. Step 1. Acknowledge the leak. Ask yourself, who or what has pulled at my energy in the last 24 hours? Don't judge. Just observe. Is it a person, a thought loop, a news story, a regret, a notification overload? Name it. Write it down. This turns the leak into something you can address. Step 2. Cut the cord. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Visualize that person, thought, or event in front of you. Now, visualize a cord between you and it, like a wire. Say out loud, "This is not mine. I release this now. I retrieve all of my energy from this interaction. My power returns to me, clean, whole, and sovereign." Visualize the cord disconnecting. Watch the other end fall away. Feel your energy pulling back into your body. Step 3. Install the shield. Now visualize a sphere of light forming around your entire body. It can be white, gold, electric blue, whatever feels strongest to you. This is your energy firewall. Say out loud, "I allow in only what serves me. My field is sealed and sovereign. I am grounded in my truth and protected in my power." Visualize this shield pulsing, alive, intelligent, scanning everything. You are now protected. This is for when you're in toxic environments or around manipulative people. Before entering, visualize a mirror-like surface around your entire field, facing outward. This sends energy back to the sender unamplified, neutralized. You don't fight them, you don't argue, you don't even have to speak. You just let their energy bounce off without entering your system. This technique is used by Navy SEALs in high-pressure environments, called detachment protocols. Detachment isn't apathy, it's energetic wisdom. These are the warning signs you're leaking energy. Random fatigue with no cause. Replaying conversations long after they're over. Feeling obligated instead of inspired. Mood changes around certain people or apps. Difficulty staying focused or creative. Needing validation to feel safe. Every one of these is your nervous system crying out, "Hey, you're not in your energy anymore." And every one of them can be reversed when you reclaim the field. Don't wait until you're drained. Make shielding part of your daily power routine. Morning, shield up. Seal your intentions. Visualize your field like armor. Evening, cut cords. Retrieve energy. Clear residual noise from the day. This is not just spiritual hygiene. This is performance optimization. Athletes do it. Artists do it. Elite thinkers do it. And so will you. Because once you start protecting your energy, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Here's something most people don't realize. You are not experiencing time. You are creating it. Let me explain. You've been taught that time is linear, that it moves forward second by second, completely outside your control. But quantum physics, and even neuroscience, now reveal something very different. Time is elastic. It expands and contracts based on your state of consciousness. And when you learn how to control your internal energy, focus, and attention, you can literally bend time in your favor. This isn't science fiction. This is quantum performance, the real secret behind flow states, synchronicities, and why some people seem to collapse years into days. If you've ever said, "I don't have enough time," time is slipping away. There's never enough hours in the day. Then this section is for you, because your relationship with time is the key to manifesting faster, thinking clearer, and outpacing everyone around you. According to the Nobel Prize-winning theories of Einstein and further experiments in quantum physics, time is not absolute. In fact, two people can experience time differently, depending on their movement, their perception, their energetic state. Now apply this to your mind. When you're anxious, distracted, or scattered, time feels faster. You miss details. You feel behind. You chase, rush, and burn out. But when you're in flow, clear, present, locked in, time slows down. You become ultra-efficient. You notice synchronicities. You feel like reality is bending around your focus. This isn't magic. It's your brain's time perception system adapting to your energy signal. Your focus creates time. Your chaos consumes it. And in this section, we install the mental software that gives you time freedom, without changing your calendar, schedule, or job. Here's a practical activation. It's called the 3-layer focus ritual. This is how to activate time dilation deliberately every single day. Layer 1. Create the energy container. Before anything, no phone, no news, no email. Sit and command your field. Breathe slowly. Place your hand over your chest. Speak this out loud. Time bends to my clarity. I create space for what matters. I am not rushed. I am exact. I move from presence. Now visualize your day unfolding in slow motion. Not laziness, but laser presence. This anchors your neurological tempo for the next several hours. Layer 2. Apply the 90-10 focus law. Here's the truth about time. 90% of it is stolen by 10% of your distractions. So here's your upgrade. Block off one 90-minute window per day. No interruptions. Pick one priority that moves your life forward. Set a timer. Turn your phone on airplane mode. During that window, do nothing else. This one block will produce more than an entire distracted day. You just collapsed time. Layer 3. Compress the outcome with quantum language. Once you finish the block, reinforce it with this phrase. I do more in 1 hour than most do in 1 week. I bend time with my energy. This might sound intense at first, but it trains your subconscious identity to shift into quantum productivity. You become someone who gets more done with less effort in less time, because your field is coherent and focused. This might sound intense at first, but it trains your subconscious identity to shift into quantum productivity. You become someone who gets more done with less effort in less time, because your field is coherent and focused. Let's go deeper. There are infinite versions of you, each operating on a different timeline. One version is always late, overwhelmed and anxious. Another version is sharp, focused and effortlessly ahead. The fastest way to switch timelines? Change your self-image, and then move as if it's already real. Every morning ask, what would the most aligned version of me do today? How would they feel, act, and focus? Then, do that. Identity shifts create reality shifts, and reality shifts change time. You don't need to catch up. You need to become the person who's already there. The people who achieve the most aren't faster, they're more present. Presence expands time. Because presence is the only place where energy, attention, and intention align. And when those three align, manifestation accelerates. This is why monks, athletes, artists, and visionaries all talk about the same thing. I wasn't thinking. I was just in the moment, and it all unfolded perfectly. That's not luck. That's neural coherence and field dominance. And now you know how to trigger it. This ritual compounds like interest. Every day you bend time, you get ahead of your own projections, magnetize synchronicities, reduce stress, outperform people working twice as hard. Your new identity becomes, I don't chase time, I create time. Let's be honest, the most powerful people in the world don't get there by accident. They don't wake up motivated every day. They install systems that make power automatic, and the difference between people who temporarily shift their lives and those who permanently rewrite their reality comes down to one thing: daily energetic hygiene. That's it. This isn't about hustle. It's not about being disciplined 24/7. It's about building a simple, unshakable routine that locks in your energy, clears your subconscious, and magnetizes what you want without force. Because here's what no one tells you. Your energy doesn't disappear, it just gets scattered. Every scroll, every argument, every unprocessed emotion, every yes you didn't mean, all of it drains you. But when you set aside 15 to 30 minutes a day to recalibrate your field, you become magnetic, grounded, mentally sharp, physically alive, emotionally unshakable. And more importantly, you stop leaking your energy to things that don't matter. So let's break down your daily energy mastery protocol. the exact system to lock in the upgrades from this video and make them permanent. In the morning, program the field before the world does, before your phone, before your notifications, before you absorb anyone else's signal. You must install your frequency first. Step 1. Set your signal. Sit upright. Close your eyes. Visualize your energy field expanding outward 10 feet in all directions. Speak these affirmations out loud. I command my energy before the world commands me. I install the frequency of power, peace, and purpose. Today, I attract exactly what I choose. Feel the words in your body, not just your head. Step 2. Visualize the day as already done. See your day unfolding perfectly. Every key moment. See yourself calm, magnetic, in control, and winning. Don't just see it, feel it. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between a memory and a vivid mental image. This is how you install success before it happens. Step 3. Quantum breathwork. Inhale 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat for 5 minutes. This clears mental fog, lowers cortisol, and activates alpha brainwaves, the frequency of flow, calm power, and creativity. In the night, cut the cords and reprogram the subconscious. Most people sleep with open energetic loops, worry, guilt, overthinking, residual tension. That energy gets pulled into their dreams, nervous system, and the next day. Here's how to break the cycle. Step 1. Energy cleanse, visualization. Close your eyes. Visualize a golden light scanning your body from head to toe. As it moves, imagine it burning off any thoughts, energies, or stories you picked up that aren't yours. Say this out loud: I release everything that doesn't belong to me. I call all my energy back. I end the day complete. Step 2. Install nighttime belief codes. Your subconscious is most programmable right before sleep. So here's what you do. I am powerful. My energy creates reality. I'm magnetic to abundance, clarity, and aligned people. Repeat them softly and slowly as you fall asleep. This reprograms the base code of your operating system. Feeling scattered, anxious, drained? Don't push through. Reset your frequency. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Ask yourself, am I operating from power or reaction? Then say, I reclaim my signal now. I move forward aligned. That 2-minute reset can save your whole day. These are optional but powerful, energetic cues you can repeat anytime you feel off-center. I command my field. I choose how I feel. I collapse timelines. I lead energy. Say these while walking, training, creating. Embed them in your nervous system. Habits don't just build results, they build who you are. And when your default energy becomes grounded, magnetic, focused, grateful, intentional, you won't need to try to manifest. You become a magnet. Naturally, daily, effortlessly. This protocol is how you go from trying to change to becoming someone who's already changed. This is energy control. This is subconscious mastery. This is what 99% of people will never do because they think it's too simple. But you're not most people. And now, you've got the code. You've made it this far for a reason. That's not some nice-sounding phrase, and it's literal. And it's quantum. In a field of infinite possibilities, there is a version of you that never watched this video. That version stayed the same, repeating the same thoughts, reacting to the same energy leaks, and wondering why life wasn't changing. But you chose something else. You collapsed the probability of staying stuck. You opened a portal to a timeline of energy mastery, self-command, and personal power. And right now, as you hear this, you are standing in the doorway of that new reality. The question is no longer, can I change? The question is, will I fully step into the version of me who already has? This final section is your quantum integration ritual. A full body, full mind, full spirit reset that collapses time and anchors your next level identity now, not later. Let's begin. Most people keep upgrading their mindset, but they never integrate their identity. They keep consuming information. They journal and visualize. They meditate and affirm. But deep down, they're still operating from the same self-image that says, I'm not quite there yet. I need more healing first. I'm almost ready. But here's the quantum truth. The feeling of already being it is what creates it. That's not a delusion. That's quantum cause and effect. And in this ritual, we flip the script and install the frequency of already having become the next version of you. Now, here's a practical activation called the Timeline Collapse Ritual. Do this tonight, ideally right after watching the full video. Step 1. Create 2 selves on paper. Take a sheet of paper and draw a line down the middle. On the left, write, Old Timeline Me. On the right, write, Quantum Self. Under Old Timeline Me, list how you actually show up, scattered, doubting the process, procrastinating, trying to fix everything before acting, hiding from your power. Be specific. Names, moments, phrases you say to yourself. Under Quantum Self, write the opposite. Speaks clearly and acts boldly, owns their frequency, makes decisions instantly, moves with calm certainty, feels magnetic and peaceful by default. Fill the column with the smallest, truest details of who you want to be. This isn't a thought exercise, it's energetic programming. Take your time. Step 2, read both out loud and choose. Stand up, ground your feet. Read the left column aloud and feel the contraction in your body as you say each line. Then read the right column aloud. Feel your posture shift, your chest open, your breath deepen. Now say out loud, firmly, I collapse the old timeline. I step fully into the identity I've chosen. I am now the frequency of my highest self. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, visualize the left column dissolving into light. Watch it disintegrate. You've collapsed it. You just upgraded your operating system. Lock it in now. Say these aloud for 7 days. I no longer chase, I attract with alignment. My field commands energy. I move as the version of me who already has what I desire. Comment, I've chosen my timeline. Then comment, timeline collapsed when you feel it. Like, save, share with one person who must wake up. Join the free newsletter for daily field upgrades. This is transformation, not only entertainment. Command it. See you in the next one.